Hey guys, this is a setup video for your iPhone Air. So this is the iPhone Air, and we're just gonna do a quick setup. This is for brand new users. So we're gonna start off fresh from the beginning, and then we're just gonna go throughout. I do have a different video that teaches you how to transfer information from one phone to another one. So that's a different setup video. That's one that would be called transfer from old phone to new phone, and just follow along. However, this is for brand new users. We're going to set up for the very first time. So I'm just going to show you around it really quick before we get started. Buttons on the side, you guys will see your volume. And then on this side, it's your power. And then I'm going to teach you everything else. But right now, we're just going to get started really quick. Down here, it's to charge it up, by the way. But anyways, let's just start off with turning this on for the very first time. We're just going to hold on to the power until we see that Apple logo. So once you guys see the Apple logo, just let it be. Usually don't have to charge this, but if you're not in a hurry, go ahead and charge it before you go on and do the main setup. So as it turns on, you're gonna see this. We're just gonna swipe up and get started with the whole setup. Just scroll up. Once we scroll up, you're gonna see languages. So we have to pick the one that you guys want. So in this case, it's gonna be English. From there, just choose whichever country or region it is. So we're gonna choose Canada for now. And then from here, appearance. So this part is important because you guys can choose default, which is what I usually use, medium, which is a little bit bigger, or large, that's very big. So it gives you a quick preview. If you are not comfortable with small lettering, this would be the best, large. If you're okay with smaller lettering, then default will be just fine. Most people use default, by the way. So we're gonna configure. And from here, quick setup. So this is if you guys had an iPhone, maybe even you had an iPad before, you guys can use this. Because this way, it's gonna connect to your internet just easier, faster, and then you guys can just transfer your information. That said, I have a different video that teaches you how to transfer information from your old device to your new device. Right now, what we're gonna do in this case is not do that, but if you guys want to do this, by the way, just have your Bluetooth turned on your other device. Have it beside this, and you're gonna see a pop-up screen coming up. Just make sure it's up to date. That's very important. Anyways, we're gonna set up without another device because we're assuming you're brand new to this. Just choose your Wi-Fi network. So mine right here, we're just gonna choose VR, and then just put in your password for your Wi-Fi. So what happens if you get the wrong password? It's just not gonna connect up. Just try again. The only reason it would tell you that it's not the correct password is because in fact, it's not the right one. So just make sure on your other devices that it's the right one. From there, just going to continue on. And then right here, you can set up your age range. This is, just in case this is for your kids, you guys can definitely go on and set up some parental controls. However, if it's for you, most likely you're gonna go into adult, Face ID. So this part you guys can skip. So if you're setting this up maybe just to sell it or you don't want any personal information on it, you can always just set up later. So that's down here below. However, in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to set this up. So we're gonna go into continue on. Then from here, you're gonna see how to set up Face ID. And all you have to do is just move your face around. So I'm gonna show you that right now. So right here, we're just gonna position. And then we just have to move it in a circular motion. And that's it. So you guys can set this up to work with a mask or without a mask. If it's with a mask, it's just gonna scan your face again. If you don't care about this, just set up later in settings. Anything that we skip right now, by the way, we can always go back to settings and add it later or change anything later on. So you don't really have to worry about any mistakes that you make right now. So we're just gonna continue on, create an iPhone passcode. So for passcode options, I'm gonna show you, that's the second option that you guys saw down there. You're gonna see a bunch of options. It's up to you. If you're skipping Face ID, you won't have to worry about this, but just put any passcode that you like. So for example, don't use anything like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't do that, but we're gonna use anyways. But as you guys can see, that's gonna work. If you guys don't really care about that much about security, that's the password that you want, or passcode. Right now, it's gonna ask you if you guys wanna transfer anything. Again, if you guys had another phone, you guys could transfer everything. And we're not gonna do that this time. What I suggest doing though, if you guys do have one, just do it through iCloud. And that's because Apple will give you free space on iCloud to transfer your information, so you don't have to pay for that. Anyways, we don't want to transfer anything because we're assuming you're new. And right here, if you don't have an Apple ID, you can always go on and sign in options, and you guys can just use another device to sign in. So that's an option if you have one. Use multiple accounts, that's another option. So I'm just gonna click out of there. And if you forgot your passcode or you don't have an account, you have to tap down here below. So right now, again, if you guys forgot your password, first option, create a free Apple ID account. You should do that right now. Tap on it if you don't have one. If you want to skip all that information, don't set this up with an Apple ID or anything. Set up later in settings. So that's later on. It doesn't mean that it's going to ask you for an Apple ID later. It's just, for example, for your Apple Store, if you want to download any apps, you will be required to have an Apple ID. But if you're setting this up for somebody else, maybe you want them to add that later, then go ahead and choose set up later in settings, so you don't have to import any of your personal information. However, let's assume you guys don't have an Apple account. I'm going to create account, and then from here, it's gonna ask you for your name, birthday, then it's gonna ask you for your email, and then you're gonna be done with the creation of your account. Now I'm just gonna go back and show you that if you guys do have an Apple ID already, just put in your email there, it's gonna ask you for your password, then you're gonna log in and you're good to go. So right now what I'm gonna do is just skip that, and we're not gonna use an Apple ID at this point. So whether you guys did sign in or didn't, right here you're gonna see this. So you have to agree to it, and then automatic updates. I usually say no, don't let it update by itself. You guys should be in control of this, and then just maybe download only, but to install, you guys should hit install. So that way, you know, at nighttime, you guys could hit install, and that way, when you're not using your phone, it's doing that. Plus, you're aware of what's going on with your phone. Or else you might just do the update by itself, and then in the morning, if something glitches or an app stopped working, you might not know why. But if you have full control, then you will know why, because you just made an update. So that's why I highly suggest not turning on automatic, but it's up to you guys. I'm just gonna go to download only, so that's my suggestion. Right here, iMessage, FaceTime. You should definitely do this, so I'm gonna continue on. You don't have to, by the way. Location services, we can always set up later. I'm gonna turn it on right now, just for maps to work properly. And right here, set up eSIM. All right, since there are no more physical SIM cards, we can't just put it in and make it work as a phone. Now, there's so many ways to transfer this. The easiest way, if you guys have another phone, iPhone, would be transfer from nearby iPhone. And then if you guys have maybe an Android or anything else like that, just use QR code. So if you guys have a physical card on your phone, you can still do this, okay? Just transfer from nearby phone. If you guys don't want to, again, transfer any personal information, just hit on setup later. So you can definitely do that. Now, the setting up eSIM, this is important that you don't skip, because that's to make it work as a phone. So make sure not to skip this part. And on the video where I teach you how to transfer all your information from one phone to another, that's where I go throughout this a little bit more, especially from a physical card to an eSIM. But right now, we're just gonna skip it. Right here, you guys are gonna see screen time. This is more if you're a parent and you're handing this over to your kids. So I'm just gonna set up later in settings. We're gonna assume that this is not for your kids, but you can definitely set that up. And right here, you guys can share or not share. This is up to you. I usually share everything with Apple so they can keep going and make things better. This part, light mode or dark display. Well, you guys can put auto, so that means during the day it's gonna be like this, and at nighttime it's gonna turn dark, which is easier on your eyes. For the purpose of this video, it's easier just to make it on light mode. So I'm gonna keep it at light mode. From here, app intelligence, which by the way, very disappointing, but we're just gonna continue on. Summarize, yeah, we're gonna choose to summarize. You guys can choose not to summarize, for example. You can tap on any of these and we can summarize all notifications. I suggest doing that, you don't have to. Right here, it's turn on priority notifications. You don't have to, but I think that's worth it. And then finally, camera control. So what does this tell you? It gives you a glimpse of what this is about. So that's why I don't really call it a button, although it kind of is, but it's to control your camera. So it's all about your camera, and it's pretty good that they added that. Anyways, we're just gonna continue on, And our action buttons here, we can customize that later. So we're gonna put that now. Most people just use it to turn off the sound from their phone anyways. So again, just a quick reminder that anything that we just skipped over or we just didn't set up, you guys can go on and just change it later on. So right here we have Siri. If we don't want personal information such as Siri recognizing our voice or anything else like that, we can just set up later. However, I'm gonna show you how to set that up right now. So before we set it up, if you got an iPad nearby or anything from Apple, I highly suggest getting it away from you because you're gonna be talking to Siri right now and those things might get in the way. So right now, we're gonna go on and speak. So here we go. We're gonna tap, yep, continue. Siri, how's the weather? Hey Siri, send a message. Siri, set up a timer for 3 minutes. Hey Siri, get directions home. Siri, play some music. And there we go, it's ready. So that's how easy it is to set up Siri. Obviously, this is something that we could have set up later or not set up at all. Siri voice, I like number 2.
Colors of the sky fade with the
But if you guys like 1 or 3, 4,
the colors of the sky,
choose
the
whichever
colors
one.
of the sky.
4 reminds me of the original one, so that's why I chose that one. We can share audio recordings or not, so this is up to you. I suggest sharing them, but I get it, privacy reasons, you guys might not want to. Anyways, what we're gonna do is just share. Again, you guys don't have to. We're gonna continue on, and then we're almost done with the entire setup. So finally, we can get started. Tap on get started, and you're all done. So right now, what apps do you guys get? So default apps, no matter which phone you guys have, really, it's gonna be the exact same thing. We're gonna see all of these guys. And here's basically a summary of all of them. Plus, you know, hidden if you guys had any hidden ones, which we obviously don't because we haven't hidden anything just yet. That's if you want to hide anything. But again, these are just your basic apps. You guys can just get started using your phone. The very first thing I would do if I were you, settings, go into general and check for software updates. Sometimes you do have an update to go. And that would be it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write them in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.